Hey guys, I'm David, this is Living with the Coopers and welcome to our first ever Slim Down Sundays video. In this video, I'm going to cover our weight loss progress this week and weigh-in scale anomalies. I'll show a simple low-fat meal with a couple of little tips. And finally, for our after weigh-in dinner this week, we went to Viva, Brazil in Cardiff. Before that, let me give you a little bit more information about myself and my wife Ellen. In the last year, we've lost a combined weight of around about 10 stone. We've made a whole video on that, which can be found in the description below. Primarily, we've been using Slimming World, although we know that other diet programs can work too, but that's what we'll be mainly focusing on. Although we would like to hear other people's recipes, other people's stories. Just share as much as you can, because the more we know, the more we can lose. There are a couple of reasons we've put this video up on a Sunday at 2 PM. Firstly, because a lot of people like starting a diet on a Monday, and secondly, it gives you a little bit of time before the shops close to go and get either your treats or some healthy food for the next week. Finally, we want to let you know that we are not paid or sponsored by Slimming World in any way, shape or form. We probably wouldn't even get a free week from them, but it's just what works for us, and that's why we want to share it with everyone else. I had a bit of a mixed start to this week weight loss wise. The week before last I had a fairly good loss. I had a £4 loss, slimmer of the week. I was chuffed, so I thought, right, I'm going to give myself a couple of treats this week. And my biggest weakness are those little Kinder bars. My God, I could eat hundreds of them. So I had about 3 boxes of them, not just 3 bars, 3 full boxes. I made sure I bought the ones with like 2 extra free as well. And this week I was so lucky because I still managed to lose £1. I think it's because most of my meals are sin-free. I don't put anything bad in my main meals, so I kind of balanced it a little bit. But I know next week I'm not going to get away with it, so I've got to be a lot more careful. Ellen, on the other hand, had a relatively good week. She had a couple of treats as well. She's a Target member anyway, so she's basically got a £6 leeway. She can go £3 under her target weight and £3 over her target weight, and she'll still be considered target. Now, Ellen is trying to get to the bottom of her target. We are going away somewhere special soon, and she wants to be able to eat a couple of treats while we're there, rather than having to watch her weight all the time. But when she got on the weigh-in scales this week, she'd actually put on a pound. That leads on to quite a strange phenomenon that happens, I like to call weigh-in scale anomalies. I'm sure everyone who's been on a diet has had it. You think you've done really amazingly all week, you get on the scales and you've put on weight, and you're just absolutely mind blown as how this could have happened, and then you may even give up the diet you're on because you think it's not working. Now, I've had it the other way. A couple of weeks ago when I had my £4 loss, I'd been eating loads and loads of junk food. I thought, I'm going to put on about £4. Got on the scales, I'd lost £4. And Ellen, when she'd had a really, really good week in the past, she's got on and she's put on £2. It just doesn't make sense sometimes. But the thing you've got to remember is that these diets will work for you. You just may have an odd week every now and then. But don't pay any attention to it. Just carry on as you are, and it will start to drop off. Especially if you've had a couple of losses in the past, you know this can happen. One main feature of the channel is going to be cooking. I absolutely adore cooking, and whenever I see a recipe in a Slimming World book or any other book really, I think of it as a template to build on. Most Slimming World recipes are tasty enough as they are. They don't need any changing whatsoever, but there are a few little things, like whether it be a way of cooking something differently, whether it be some extra ingredients to add, they'll just give it that little bit more of a kick. This week we're going to start with something very simple. Ham, egg and chips. It's the night before weigh-in for me, and I usually have something a little bit lighter for my main meal in the evening on a Monday. Today I fancied ham, egg and chips, but rather than having chips I'm going to do some kind of roasted carrots. So I've cut carrots into chip size, left the skin on because that's the way I like them. I'm going to throw them in some boiling water for about 10 minutes until they soften up. Then I'm going to put them in the oven in a roasting tray with some fry light, some garlic and some herbs, bit of salt over the top, and every now and then I'm going to check them until they go a bit, golden brown. Maybe give them a flip every now and then. As for the ham, I've got the cheapest ham I could find. I had it in one of these big discount stores. It was £1, decent sized bit of trimmings. I used some for a pasta sauce earlier, so I've got a bit of that left. And I'm going to show you my favourite way of cooking a fried egg, which makes them perfect every time. So I got some amazing garlic going in. This is smoked garlic. I only bought it from Morrison's, there's nothing special. But I just find it gives you a little bit of depth of flavour. eggs, you only need a few things. You need your eggs, obviously. You need some salt, some pepper, some fry light. You need a lidded saucepan, and you need some water, most importantly. About half an eggshell will do. The idea is, once you've got your pan up to heat, you put some fry light in, you crack your egg, put some salt and pepper on to taste, and then you add your water. And as soon as that water goes in, you want to put your lid on top. Now, once your lid is on top, it'll start to generate some steam inside the pan, and it'll start to cook the egg from not just the bottom but from the top as well. Watch it for a little while until the top of the egg is starting to go that bluey pinky colour when you know it is cooked. You don't want it to be yellow anymore. And then as soon as it's done, it's ready to go. Every Tuesday after weigh-in, we usually have our friends round and we'll have a nice healthy dinner. But this week we all did a little bit better than we expected, so we went to Viva Brazil in Cardiff. Viva Brazil is a Brazilian grill restaurant. They basically come around with massive skewers of meats, and you take a little bit off at a time. They've got a brilliant salad bar there. It's a perfect place to eat healthily. What they do is they give you a big sheet with everything written on it, and when they come round, they mark it off until you've gone round the entire menu. If you haven't already been, I highly recommend go into a restaurant like it. It's so easy to eat healthily there. I had loads of veg, I had loads of speed food, and the meats were all cooked perfectly. Probably a couple of sins in them, but nothing too much to worry about.
Hiya, so we've just been to Slimming World. Everyone done really well, apart from me. I did have a little gain, but I went out this weekend, so I'm totally okay with that. So we're just on our way to Viva Brazil in Cardiff. It's beautiful there, and it's a bit of a treat meal if you want it to be a treat meal, but you can also eat really healthily as well. So yeah, we're just on our way. Bye. What have you done today, Ellen? What did you do? What did you just do?
So how was it, guys?
Good. Lovely. Really fun. Lots of food. We all feel like rolling out of it.
I'm really full.
Yeah.
And it's my birthday party.
There you have it, that's our first Slim Down Sunday video. We really hope you enjoyed, and we'd love to know your feedback on it. Coming up in the future episodes, you can expect a few things from us. I'm going to be doing a lot more recipes, probably a bit more in detail than this week's. I'm going to be doing a full cook-along video where, from start to finish, you'll be able to follow me what I'm doing, and you'll get a delicious meal out of it, no matter what your skill with cooking is. And finally, we're going to be speaking to our friend Katie, who's been on Slimming World for about 2 years, and she's lost just over 6 stone now. She's done it absolutely amazingly, and she's got some very good insights on just weight loss in general. So please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.